Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single player world. Today, the sun is about to go down, so we're gonna have to get to bed quickly. I always do this, I do this every single time. But what we are doing is we are working on our bell tower. A lot of you guys seem to be enjoying it, probably as much as what I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving it. It's coming together just so well. It's surprising. It's nothing like what I expect it to be, but it is looking pretty damn good. Let's see, can we actually see it from here? Look at that, we can. Right there. I think it's looking pretty fantastic. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to sleep. We're going to get going on there. I haven't done anything to it in the meantime. I'll let you guys know. Like, I'm fairly certain I haven't even placed a single block on it since the last episode. What I have been doing, though, is a bit of work in the Nether, which, I don't know if it's too important to see, but I've pretty much finished the entire end tunnel in terms of the main parts of it, and then we'll start adding in a bit of stuff later on. What we are doing here, let's just take a step back and I'll show you what I was thinking about doing now. So, because remember in the last episode, we planned on taking that in over there a bit more than what we did. I think what we can try now is maybe just pulling it in a bit more and then bulging out for our tower top over there. You understand what I mean? So we kind of get this like extra, like, we get a big tower at the top, but we pull it in just a little bit more. I think it'll create a little bit of a better effect. Now, the way I'm thinking of doing that is probably to... Let's see if we can pull ourselves up. Yes, we got it. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to try and maybe use a bit of spruce wood, I think, to pull these in a bit. Like there. And we'll just try it on a corner, because obviously whatever we do on this corner gets replicated a few times. So we'll... Why don't I do that? We get these out here. There. And maybe we'll just test out what this looks like over here. And how far we do want to go in. So we'll do maybe a little bit of a slower way of getting it up. Like one at a time. There. There. We'll take a step back. I'm not going to get back up there, am I? Nah. Alright, and one more. And one more. Now let's have a look at this. I've actually seen in the last video, there's a lot of comments, which actually make me... Like, I mean, thank you, by the way, for letting me know what you wanted to see, by the way. Remember I asked in the end what you guys wanted me to perhaps go over, of things that I do? And a lot of comments were kind of like, what did I do to get to the stage that I'm at? And really, I'm probably actually going to do a video on it. I think there's a lot of benefit you can get from my mistakes or my things that I've learned over time. And that is... pretty much stuff that I did in the beginning, like what I've done over time, has played a ridiculously important part in what we have started to build like. And as I say, in the video we'll go over it quite a bit more, but really just keep that in mind, that a lot of what... Man, this fire noise is going to kill me. A lot of what we have done and what we are doing now has come from what we obviously have done, and the simplicity of what we have done has been important for it, if you get what I mean. So the fact that we have been able to... What? Yeah, the fact that we build things very simply in the beginning. I mean, nothing complicated. The roofs we still do aren't even complicated. But that allows us to not get hung up on a project or kind of get frustrated with it. It's very quick to get frustrated with something you're building when it's not turning out the way you want it. But a lot of it is. I mean, think of this one. What I've said that I want isn't necessarily what we have got here. Oh man, not again. Speaking of getting frustrated, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get annoyed that something isn't looking the way I want it to look, I probably should really step back and say, would it work anyway? There we go, we got that. That's all we needed. That's what we wanted to do. Like, as I said, we wanted to pull this in. We couldn't get it to pull in a bit more. We'll just adjust things. And I think this will probably be a good way of adjusting things here. So we'll take... actually, we'll have to take that one up and that one there. So we'll go... I know what was wrong. That one was wrong. So we'll go up there. And there. And I think maybe just one more. We'll see how this height looks. And I'll show you what is going on. Now, obviously, taking steps back are important. What? How did I leave that there? That's crazy big mistake. There we go. Fix that. So you see what I've done here? is I've pulled it in a little bit, and it's not really the shape that I want. But I think once we get these other sides in, we might actually have the shape. Because remember, we're going to do a bit of detailing in there to try and get that to work a little bit for us. And I'm thinking that height, because as we start now pulling it up a bit, I think that height will actually be alright for it. So what I reckon I'll do is I'll get into a few little bits like that. I'll get 4 corners on. I want to, if you have a look in there, I want to smooth out that piece there, because that's a very hard thing. I'll probably put stairs in there, and maybe a few blocks in there just to get it a little bit smoother. Alright, so this is what I ended up coming up with. We ended up changing up quite a bit of that stuff, and you might think, when you look at this, I'm using the zoom quite a bit recently, but it's very useful. When you look at this, you wonder, what is going on there? That's not really working, and I would agree with that. So what I think we will do, and this is kind of where I lost a little bit of track with this, and I think we'll bring it back now, is we don't know where our floor is going to be here, so I couldn't really do too much stuff with that until I figured that out. But now that we've got that, we can kind of figure out where we want our floor to be. So that would be, as I said in the last one, that does make it a very important difference, knowing where your floor is, and because we didn't, that kind of messed us around. Let me just put these in before I forget to do it. One there, and we've got those there. We'll add in the fence, the trapdoors a bit later. So right around here, what I'm thinking with that piece there, and we'll quickly just fly out here, is that we would have some sort of a window coming out there. And I don't have ender pearls on me. We'll try and fly up to the outside there. Okay, we could actually jump and line ourselves up here. Crash. There we go. Alright, so what I was thinking with this would be probably something along these lines here, like a bit of a... We'll have to get rid of that. Bit of a window coming out like that, and if we do this one more up, and one of these here, and then this one more up, sort of out there, could do a double high window. You can even use these, which would be kind of weird, for me at least, to do, but I think it will work. There, and we'll add in the actual window itself a bit later. And in these little corners here, we can probably do something along these lines here. We don't have enough, but we'll survive. So let's get that, and we'll go check it out. I kind of feel like that will be... I think that'll actually look alright. Let's see how it works in the end. It's a bit of a weird thing for you guys to see there. A lot of wood, and in fact, that makes me think I might even... This bottom piece here, I think that needs to go to something else. Maybe a bit of cobblestone. Aside from that, also, this piece here looks a little bit funky with the fact that that's super straight. I think we'll have to do a bit of stuff like what we did over there, where we pulled it out a bit. So let's give that a try. Right around here. Good. Right, so what we want to do is we want to make this look a bit less flat. And let's get some of these out. Over there. We'll do some testing. So if we step back and we say, what was the problem? It was the fact that this over here is too straight. What we need to do is we need to bring this down, and that might actually mean, in fact, getting rid of a bit of this, and then working it out from there. So let's put these in here. There, and those in over there and there. And then we look at it from here now. If we could connect that to kind of drag down and then come back up, that will work. And we've got the slabs on us to do it. Pull it out a bit as well. Like that. And then we'll do that there. And we'll do something like that. Maybe even just get rid of that one for now to see how the shape looks. And then we can always put it back and see whether or not it does work in there. I kind of just like the idea of covering that piece. But let's not become too... In fact... Yeah, we won't be able to do it. I was going to say, let's not get too involved with that idea, but I think we're a bit beyond that now that we are off the edge. Yeah, you can see that piece there, that has to go. But I think the shape, where we were having the problem, which was from here, the shape I think might be a bit better now. Yeah, it looks a lot less straight. I'll get that going on those sides, and then what I want to do is I want to meet up when we finish the windows, and we've got some other stuff to do on the inside. Right, guys, so we are back, and I said we were going to do a bit of inside stuff, but I think what we'll first do is just show you what I've done here. You can see we've added in these pieces here, but I've forgotten to do the cobblestone, which I was going to put in there. So that's a little bit of a trick. I had the cobblestone, which was looking pretty boring by itself, and I put in a little bit of spruce on that one. You'll see it. We'll show you. And the other thing I've done is you can see I've started to get this ready for us to go up a little bit. And I want to pull this out probably about another block or two outwards. So it looks like a bit more bulgy at the top there. And then we'll have this mega bell tower. I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. And we won't finish it this episode, of course. But the next episode, I'm pretty sure we'll be finishing this. And I'm super excited to see it. I've become quite emotionally invested in this project. It's quite a fun thing to have been building. So I'll be very sad when it's all over. Let's just quickly take a step back. There we go. Oh, get there. Good. Look at that. I think that's looking alright. By the way, that side I still have to put the stuff in, but yeah, I think that looks alright with a bit of difference between those two. Like, just because obviously having the oak and oak was also looking very weird. So I thought that was a good little bit of a in-between texture to use. Aside from that, cobblestone is very, very harsh, so if you get what I mean. It's a very strong texture, which you don't really want to mess with too much. So if you can do something like what I did there, where you can hide the inside a bit, just for the hell of that, I'm going to do that, and is that right? This, I think I've messed something else up here, but oh, yeah, we'll I know that's meant to have something there, right? And that one, something there. Yeah, that's what I've done there. That's messed it up a bit. But yeah, what I was doing with this. Let's quickly go back before it's too dark. Over there, you'll see we've got this piece here, which is like you see those stairs coming up there. I feel as though if we pulled this up a bit more, like the top piece, we'll pull it around that height there, and then over here, I plan on doing an arch in that stuff. So in this stony bit that we're going to do now, I plan on doing a bit of an arch to open up this window a little bit, just up there. Just not too big, but pulling out a bit, just to make a little bit of interesting detail, I think. Let's quickly sleep. So first of all, the first thing we're going to do now will be to probably just correct a little bit of that stuff. Oh, man, I knew that was going to be close. I thought I was about to die there. The bed's too far away. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the outside piece there just kind of shaped. In fact, that might not be the first thing we'll do. The first thing we'll do is actually fix up the inside bit that I wanted to fix up. And then we'll get going onto that. And then in the next episode, I plan on doing the top of the bell tower. So that will be whatever floor we're building on here now. Which will include the roof and perhaps even the bell. We'll see about that. But perhaps even the bell. Now, let's quickly figure this out, actually. This is... Oh! That was not smart. We'll get back up there. That's alright. Yeah. So let's actually fix that up so we know where we're going. Just get ourselves down there. That is ridiculous. That was almost death. So there we go, we do that. And probably... something along those lines. Guess we could start maybe the next level and see how this will look. Take that one. Let's just start our next level. And we might not even go with the same pitch that we're doing here with the shape of this, but it's a good start, I guess. So we'll do that there. That there. There. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just put a stair in the middle there upside down. That's what we'll do to fix that up. Now, as I said, we wanted to fix up the inside of this, which we're not going to get there that way. Almost there. All right, here we are. Perfect. The inside of this, which I'm thinking we will probably have to get rid of those. We'll have to move them. Because we're going to do something like that. So that we don't hook our head on... Actually, we won't even hook our head on there. We might be better off doing it inside here. Like this. Oh, and also I've forgotten those. Something along these lines here. There. There, so we do those. And we can pull this one off here. There we go. I think that'll make a good improvement to this. And oh, we need more food. Yeah, just a little thing like that just along this edge here. We also gonna have to do it up at the top here. So I'll quickly get that done. And also want to do a little bit of stuff on the outside. So this cobblestoning around there. This stuff, I want to put that on the bits. Oh, and also here. We need to put in another one of these stairs just in like one up. So that we can pull this cobblestone so that it looks a little bit more detailed in there as well. Perfect. All right, now what we are doing is we are going to go quickly and finish up a few little bits and pieces, getting ready for the next episode. So what I've done in between this time and the last time, which was not too far away, let's just get that in us. All right, so what I've done is added in the cobblestone. In fact, this might even be a good vantage point here. Look at that. So we've got this cobblestone in here. We've also got the cobblestone down there. Must be underground. Yeah, the cobblestone down at the bottom there. And I thought that was very important to have that over there. And that's because it creates... That's going to drive me nuts. Yeah, it creates a nice little bit of a variance in, like, a gap in between there and there. Just, it's a good bit of depth that it adds. So that's the first thing that we've completed. The other thing we did was finish up all the stuff on the stairs and stuff inside there for the next floor. Like the shaping of it. I'm just looking. That definitely will work with that extra piece in there. Yeah, good. That was a good choice. Perfect. All right, so let's head on in. And obviously, I haven't done much with that floor. So what my plan is in between this episode and the next episode, I'm probably going to get that floor done in around there. So let's just head on up one more. Yeah, so we've got all these in now. I want to get the bit of the shaping for the top bulb, we can call it, all done. And I'll also get in these pieces here for the next episode. But for this episode, what I want to quickly show you is the work that we have completed in the Nether, because I thought it's something which you guys might actually have an input on, and it's, in fact, I would really hope you guys do have an input on, because there's quite a few things quite a bit of space to fix up. Let's just go in here. Now, obviously, we're gonna do a lot more work to it in the near future. Wrong way. This way here. So, as we come here, we've got our ender track. And you guys, a lot of you were split on this, whether you liked it or not. But have a look at it now that it's finished. Take into account that we've got a completely black ceiling. This isn't the Nether. This is actually stained clay. And it works quite well, I think. Oh, what have I got going on there? Yeah, it works quite well. Let's get rid of these. We've got a lighting glitch. 1.11. What are you doing to me? There we go. So, have a look at that. As we come in here, we're going to be having some light at the bottom here, shining out. They're everywhere. Shining out there. I kind of like the way it came out, where it's very dull, but very endery. You know, it looks like it's part of the end. I like the texturing that's happened here, and it's actually taken quite a lot of time for me to finish this. I've just been doing it in between episodes. It's probably taken about, since when we've done this, I've done a bit between every single one of those episodes, which is really great. So as we come here, you can see it's got a good feeling until we get to the portal over there. And I feel like that is really working very, very well. I just need to finish off the sides. We didn't have enough enough stained clay for that. So we'll finish that off very, very shortly. And then down here, we're going to need to do stuff. Now, what I needed your help with, in particular, is to do with these pieces in here. Obviously, they're very boring. There's nothing happening in there. But I was thinking along the lines of adding things from the end. So we've got a bunch of the dragon eggs. A dragon egg is going to go in one of them. It has to. With the amount we have now, we have to have a dragon egg. The other thing with this is I was thinking obsidian pillars would be kind of cool. I don't want to use end rods for the fact that the end rod is going to be very bright, and I don't want to make this area super bright. I kind of like the fact that it's a little bit less bright. So, oh, there we go, we've got this back. And the other thing, which I was thinking, was probably something from End Cities. We could maybe grow a chorus fruit, we could maybe do some End City stuff. But any ideas, if you guys have any, let me know. Just have a look how many dragon eggs we got there. 49. Almost up to a full stack. But yeah, guys, for today, I think that will do it for this episode. I'm going to face a wall and say goodbye to you. So, pretty much, if you guys do know anything about this area back there, let me know. And tell me what you think about the build, what you want to add to it. I think in the next episode, we will most probably finish that and get going on with a few more buildings around the area. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.